Welcome lazy gamers, welcome back to the last video in the Pedro trilogy. At the end of the last one, we had secured the heroic age for the next era, and we still have quite a few turns to go to get there. Our religion is now the sole religion on our continent, and for a religion win, I just need to spam apostles and take them to the other continent. After I've converted all the cities on this one first, and to be honest, it's not an attractive way for me to win the game. I think I'm going to pursue a culture win here. It might take longer than a religion victory would, maybe, but it depends on the culture and tourism the other civs are pushing, and we will do everything we can to accelerate it. There are a few key wonders here: Cristo Redentor, Hermitage, and possibly a few others we will definitely aim for. But other wonders, if the opportunity presents, we will go for them. So let's jump in. We are a few turns down from the point we stopped last and see what directions this game takes us down.
We constantly find details of the marvelous adaptation of animals today.
Alright, since natural history is done, we do have the ability to build the Copacabana, and I think among others, Recife and some of the other coastals will get a Copacabana. But it might be a while because there are still like baseline districts that these guys need to come up to. The Copacabana and the street carnival, I think, are important in most cities. In the capital, definitely. But in the secondary cities, you should plan to build at least one of them, but only after your city is mature and has the population. Since we have secured the heroic age, I know that there is a era boost I can get for a circumnav, and I'm trying my level best to not unlock it. Okay, that was not intended. I ended up taking the suzerainty of Nanmadol because of the culture boost that it gives me, but the side effect of that was it unlocked the era score for the circumnav. That's okay, I guess. Can't do anything about it now. I mean, we have overshot our era score by almost 50 points. I mean, we started this era at 127 and we are already close to being halfway off that total score up from that 127. It is just sick. I want to make a quick comment about planning cities, or rather the cities where you're intending to place Petra down, for example, and the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, and potentially like preserves or tiles improved by preserves. So like take Recife for example. The Recife definitely gets Mausoleum of Halicarnassus and will build a Copacabana, which the combination of the two things, after all the buildings are up with the Copacabana, the sea tiles and the coastal tiles and the lake tiles in the city are going to improve. They are going to get so much better. And odds are those are the ones we end up working over the other tiles. So any land tiles that would also get better by, let's say, placing the Petra, let's say like in this case we have the preserve with the tiles around the Uluru. You can only work so many tiles until your city is like 20 pop or more. The prudent thing here, as far as planning was concerned, was to ensure that Recife would be working the coastal tiles exclusively, and the preserve tiles should be worked in the other cities. It's a bit of an oversight on my part, and I didn't really think that hard because I was focused on so much of the other stuff that was going on. Just something to help you plan your districts down and your wonders down in the games you play. Alright, we are at conservation and we will definitely get a few naturalists. I'm sure I have some spots for national parks here. So Brazil gets appeal from rainforests, and that should naturally make my land high appeal. So I'm pretty sure that there are multiple options for national parks here. And we also need to prioritize sanctuaries. In the perfect world, if I had the gold, I would have bought them everywhere. Let's see, maybe in the next few turns, all I want to do is focus on raising the gold to make sure I can buy the sanctuaries in my preserve cities. Also, the countdown for the era switch has started. So 10 turns and then we will be in our heroic age. Let's buy the sanctuary in Recife now. The sanctuary gives you It adds production and science yields to appeal tiles around your preserves. And looks like we have multiple options for national parks. And yeah, we'll definitely place this down. Let's head towards cultural heritage now. The policy card available at cultural heritage will double our tourism output from Great Works. And it is definitely a card I want to plug in as soon as I have it. The Sydney Opera House is... I love to build the wonder, but I don't know if it's a crucial wonder to get. Let's see. So I wanted to take a moment and talk about all the alliances and friendships we have. Besides Lotaro, we are friendly with everyone and we are allied with most of them. The only one I chose not to ally is Canada because honestly he's easy to ally. Since the other civs were so friendly and were amicable to an alliance, I chose them over Canada. But this is pretty much a friendly game at this point. Alliances give you open borders with the civ, so it's one less civ to worry about to cycle through your open borders. For a culture win, having open borders with a civ gives you a tourism buff or gives you a boost towards your tourism numbers. For that, you would typically need to cycle through all the other civs and make sure you have open borders with them. When you're allied with them, you don't have to worry about it. It just makes it easy. Alright, we have our reserves. Reserve 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, right now the tourism numbers are 0 on them, but they will get better. So one thing so far, typically when I know from the get-go that I'm pushing for a culture win, I try to buy, if I have the gold that is, and if I'm not strapped for gold, I do end up buying any great works that the AI will sell me. This game, however, I haven't done any buys so far. Because pretty much, I want to say until 10 turns ago, I was still deliberating whether a culture win is going to be something that I want to pursue. Now that we have committed to a culture win, I think I should, as soon as I stabilize my gold, I should look at buying some great works. Okay, looks like Lotaro is killing La Venta. It's okay. We just have 3 points in them, and although the culture or the faith from La Venta is definitely helping me right now, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we lose them or if we lose the faith from them. They're halfway around the map. It's not like we can defend them. Rio with the Chichen Itza and the rainforest tiles and lumber camps on them. The tiles are fantastic right now. Question is, what do I build from this point on? I could definitely try and build some more wonders here. Either wonders or lean into the Carnival project. Let's do that first. I think our culture is high enough that the Hermitage is safe. So a side effect, or rather, when you have a very high culture game, you are going to get to many of the civics in the game first. And when that happens, the opportunity for you to, the window of opportunity for you to build cultural wonders widens. So, if you don't have to start things like the Hermitage or some of the other wonders on the turn that they're available for you to build, you can wait a few turns because you know that the AI is not there yet. And they definitely can't compete for the wonder that you're trying for. So we have some time before we build the Hermitage. So among all the religions, Indonesia has Hinduism, and the Cree had a religion, and Mapuche had a religion. But it looks like Hinduism is dominating the other continent completely. In fact, yeah, she's pretty much wiped out all the other religions on that continent. So really it comes down to Indonesia and us. And honestly, if I was pushing for a religion victory, I would be swarming her empire with apostles, converting all her cities, reducing her ability to build any more apostles to 0. And only after that, I mean, it's game over after that, even though the other civs don't have From that point, it's just a matter of time before you can convert all the other cities. Yeah, a religion victory, pivoting to a religion victory will definitely be a fast win, for sure. Victoria needs a sanctuary. It's actually a very weak city overall, I think. Once I have the gold, I will buy the sanctuary there. But for now, I think, yeah, let's just place down a street carnival here. If that city has nothing to build, it should just run the carnival projects.
It's not the towering sail.
I do have the faith to buy Filippo Bruscinelli, and I think I should get him. Question is, do I want to wait a few turns and buy him once I'm in the heroic era? Okay, cultural heritage sites is done, but the policy card that multiplies my great works tourism, it's not useful right now because I don't have any great works. I'm expecting a swarm of apostles from Indonesia very soon. So I just need to make sure that all the borders of my lands are covered. In a pinch, I do have the faith to buy more apostles and fight off anything she sends our way. We are in the heroic age now.
A common mistake that people...
And I'm going to plug in the curator card here, even though I do not have too many great works. And I will try and buy some from the AI if I get the opportunity. Later on in the game, when we are running carnival projects from multiple cities, it will get easier to earn great people, specifically artists, writers and musicians. So we will not be at a loss, or we won't be short of getting our own great works. Okay, time for dedications. I think, oh yeah, let's pick all the ones except the 2 arms. That's the only one we don't care about. In fact, in hindsight, the other 2 dedications except for Heartbeat of Steam are not going to be as... Even Heartbeat for Steam is not really impactful because we don't have too many campus districts here. But we do get a general 10% benefit for building wonders, so that's always going to help. But the others, for the trade route and settling on other continents, those are... The trade route dedication might help because we will or we can send our trade routes to foreign civs on the other continent. But yeah, but the other one was pretty trash now. There's no reason for us to settle any more cities. The only reason I would settle a city for, assuming the loyalty allows it, is settling for a strategic resource that I don't have in the land that I've already settled. So like if there is no oil on our land anywhere, or coal for the matter, and if there's like a couple of nodes, like in the desert north of Porto Alegre, if there is a bunch of oil in there in the desert, yeah, we are definitely settling a city there. Yeah, let's get Filippo Bruscinelli now. Recife could use a shipyard here, and I think I'm going to raise the gold and buy the lighthouse and the shipyard in the city. Definitely improves production in the city and can help me get my things up faster. Alright, we earned Edgar Allan Poe. And let's go ahead and put points into Candy and Vilnius now. I think outright suzerainty is great, but the straight yield benefits are also great. And there you go. Guitarja is sending her apostles our way. And I think this is just going to be wave after wave of fighting of apostles.
Villains.
Don't see a way around it. She probably... I mean, Guitarja's ability, it leans towards faith because every district on the coast gives her faith. So she generally tends to have high faith regardless of whether she has a religion or not. And if she has a religion, she definitely puts that faith to good use.
All other lands found on the western side
We
of the
built
boundary
the Casa de Contratación.
their successors.
I think that's the right way to say it. So the 3 governor promotions you get from this are great, but it's always better when you have a multi-continent empire. All your cities on foreign continents get I think it's a production and a gold bonus. But yeah, in our case, all our cities are on the same continent, so that won't help us, but the 3 governor promotions definitely will. I will need to prioritize different districts now, but the principal focus needs to be on the Theatre Square and the Street Carnival Copacabana combination. because we are focusing on culture from this point on.
The key words of violent it is nationalism which engenders
We are at
nations.
industrialization and we can build the Mineas Curious, which we will, but to be honest, I don't need it unless it's for era score or for a tech or civic boost, or maybe a city-state quest, but other than that, we probably don't need it. Victoria could have used the Petra, but unfortunately it was taken by the AI a while ago. Should have planned better for it, would have turned those tiles into a monster. Would have helped. Oh wow, Gitarja is favoring the other side to send apostles. They are coming down the eastern flank now. I think I need some more of my own. I think more apostles. My original contention that our empire's backbone is our work ethic religion still stands true. We cannot allow any religion shenanigans even though we are not pursuing a religion victory. And they are coming from the west coast too. Okay, I'll bring it on, I guess. That city is going to flip to us, but I'm not sure I want it. We have a couple of options here. We can take it and try to improve it overall, but that will just take time. We could reject it and let it become a free
I
city.
understand friendship.
I don't think I want to do that because the free city's military units can be unpredictable. Or if we accept it and gift it back to Babylon. That helps if you want favorable relations going forward. But in this game, I think we are good. Babylon is going to be a ride or die friend here. Let's see, when the time comes, when the city flips, we can decide what to do.
A vast tomb.
We
lies
finished the
open
mausoleum
in
of
Halicarnassus.
Halicarnassus.
Of such dimensions.
Quite a
of
late
such
build
exquisite
by
beauty,
my standards,
there's no
and
other shade can
surprised
boast.
that we got it. A part of me was expecting to lose it.
The pen
It's a
went
great
optimized in
wonder
its
with a
industrial
great
realm.
ability that's going to net us a few extra wonders and possibly culture if we get Leonardo da Vinci, that is. I am going to speed through the turns here. We are pretty much turtling along the culture wind path, and outside of the Indonesian apostles, there will be no other drama unfolding this game. Alright, we got a couple of more preserves, and I'm sure we'll get a couple more. It takes work fighting off like AI apostles and an AI religion push. We're gonna try and create a kill box here and see if we can lure the Indonesian apostle into it. From this point on, I'm expecting there will be a religion battle every turn or every other turn for sure. Hopefully not till the end of the game. That's just gonna take up so much time. Alright, we built the Copacabana. I think we need to prioritize the Copacabana buildings from this point on. We'll get the Ferris wheel and the aquarium and eventually the aquatic center. We have our first archaeologist, and this guy's job is to clear antiquities from potential sites I want to improve. Only after that, I will consider excavating stuff intelligently, where I can possibly guarantee some theming possibilities. Alright, the city flipped to us. Let's just keep it, see what happens. I started work on a few settlers here, and we are going to settle the desert. There is a coal node up there, the only one in our land, and I'm hoping there will be some oil in the area too, and possibly some other strategics too.
It has been
We are
demonstrated
getting
that no
close to a
system-
new government, but let's head to rock bands first. Our faith is stockpiling well, and we should be able to get at least 6-7 rock bands the turn it's available.
Thus, the sculpture serves
Cristo
to give
is
people
done,
one thought.
and that should
Everything
boost
is in
our
God's
tourism.
hands. Ye who tread the narrow way, by
And
tilted
we got
fair to
Kotaku
judgment
in.
day. Be gentle when
The
heathen
warrior
pray.
monks
To Buddha and
are
Kamakura.
quite useless overall, but the extra 20% faith will always be useful, even though we are not hurting for faith at all. This is good though. It will help. Alright, the gold city is up. Not sure what districts I want here eventually, but I mean it's pretty much a single dimensional city. The city I placed it simply for the coal and nothing else. Whatever it does is a bonus.
Cold War is not thawing.
Alright, since we have rock bands now, let's get a few.
Museums are the
And
front lines of
we
the fight
finished the
culture, of
Hermitage.
good with evil. In any case, of the fight against platitudes and primitiveness.
Couple of more national parks are down. I think we have 7 now, and maybe a couple more are possible in the lands. Took a while, but our religion is all over our continent now. And we earned Magellan, who's not going to do anything for us here. His passive ability gives strength to boats and stuff, which is okay. But his primary ability is he gives a free copy of a luxury. And we do not have, unfortunately, this map, or rather this game, the map does not have any sea luxuries at all. So he's it's useless.
Rights and nothing more.
Now that we have democracy, let's find a slot for heritage tourism here. Yeah, that card stays in and doesn't get out until we win or the game ends. The rock bands are in action, and I expect plenty will retire before anyone can get a promotion. And all I need is maybe 1 or 2 rock bands that have a level 3 promotion. At level 3 they don't retire easy and can single-handedly net a quick culture win. But it's hard to get there. Typically like 90% of your rock bands are expected will die. If your rock bands are well promoted or optimally promoted, the odds are about 40 to 50% of them will survive their first concert. And on the off chance that they get a promotion, they increase their odds of surviving from that point on. So all in all, it's more like you build 10 rock bands, maybe 1 or 2 of them will get promotions. If you're lucky, there'll be more. But off that lot, getting to a level 3 promotion it just takes time. And maybe if you had like 5 level 2 promoted rock bands, you might end up with 1 level 3 from that.
One had a twisted design, red, on a green ground.
We have
Another
St.
with
Basil's
prickly angles, yellow
Cathedral
and black.
in the
A third
desert
was
here.
ornamented with
I did
scales
not
of blue
need
and
it,
crimson.
but we
A
built it,
fourth in
and
quarters, like a melon.
it has relic slots which will help. Although I do not have a strong ability to generate my own relics, we may end up buying some from the AI here.
Amory Blaine inherited from it. Bolshoi Ballet is a universe of the imagination, a place of magic and enchantment, beauty and romance. Its many worlds vibrate with graceful dancers,
And
glorious
we
music,
built the
and
Bolshoi
sumptuous costumes.
Theatre.
The release of atom power has changed everything except our way of thinking. The solution to this problem, the ultimate end
And we
of
got
any
2
ideology.
free civics. Cool. We're into the modern era now, and let's continue with Heartbeat of Steam. If the game goes into the next era after this, I think I will lean towards Wish You Were Here, the tourism focused dedication.
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by I shall return again to...
Now, watch this archaeologist. So, I saw a possible opportunity to travel far and get a diverse artifact. One that can help me theme a museum, and I had to pick the one artifact that I forgot I had a part in creating. I referred to this in the last video, and you can imagine my in-game surprise when I earned a Pedro artifact halfway around the world. Such is life, I guess. The rock bands have been generally productive, and we have a lot of progress towards the culture win. But we are still maybe 15 to 20 turns away. It does feel like I have underestimated the tourism defense by Amanitor and Poundmaker, but we will win this, it's only a matter of time. Damn it. Our highest promoted rock band is
You never
dead.
come by road, or it has been said that
Okay,
arguing...
we'll get a few more soon enough. The Salt Corporation is up. Salt products do help a city grow, so we might get a few. Digital democracy is available, and we are switching here. So there is a negative tourism multiplier for different governments with the other civs, but we are so far ahead in civics. I think the extra policy slots gain us more than the hit to tourism. All tourism cards are in, and we will prioritize only the ones with high value or high yields from this point on. Besides the tourism ones, that is. Okay, Shah Jahan is going to build us the Sydney Opera House.
An opera begins long before the curtain goes up, and ends long after it's come down. It starts in my imagination, it becomes my life, and it stays part of my life long after I've left the opera house.
And he will be around for another charge to build something else, one more wonder somewhere. Eiffel Tower it is.
I ought to be jealous of the tower. She is more famous than I am.
And now that we are closing in on victory, our staunch past allies are not willing to declare friendship. The AI does this weird thing here where they will not declare friendship when you ask. Typically at the end of the game, or typically at the end when you're close to a culture win. But unless there is some modifier that prevents it, they will propose a friendship a few turns later. And when that happens, we can re-up our alliance. It's a pretty consistent thing the AI does. They will reject your offer, but they will make a counter. In next turn, they will make an offer to you. The same thing that you asked of them.
No innovation in the past.
Our great works look good. So some of these we bought from the AI, but many were from ones we earned. It's been a great game for getting great people, and Brazil is fantastic at it. We are 57 points away, from a win now and closing the gap fast.
When you launch a rocket, I have always considered you can never plan.
Atomic era now, and definitely getting Visuer here. A few turns now. Next turn or two, I think.
You can never plan the future.
And that's it. Turn 252 win. Late for the kind of game we had, but our attention was divided for a good while here. Protecting our religion took some work. Let's look over some charts here. Faith and culture were bonkers while science was marginal. Surprised that we did not get the most great people in this game. Did not feel like it, but we were only in the middle of the pack here. Anyways, all's well that ends well, and this has been a great game. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and thank you for watching. See you for the next one.